We are live, Chloe. Barely. You barely caught it in time.
What do you mean barely?
I mean, it just is 6 o'clock and we just made it. We weren't too late.
That's good. Mine's here.
That's okay. Sometimes StreamYard is slow, so I hope everyone is doing well that's watching it on the playback. I know a lot of people are experiencing some crazy weather. What's up, Kat and John? I hope you guys are well. You guys have been busy. We we've had cold weather, but that's normal for us. It's nothing we don't expect really. So I know a lot of people are trying to manage the weather conditions and they're not used to it. So we feel for those kind of people because up here we're prepared for the cold weather. Our frost free hydrants go down. Hey Kirsten, how's it going? Our frost free hydrants go down like more than 6 feet to keep from freezing. So we have water even when it's like minus 20 out. Our water's still flowing in the barn. So those kind of things are things that we're prepared for. But I know some people that aren't used to it are really suffering right now. So hi, Eva, my friend. How are you? Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for the seeds. I know I said it last week when I got them, but I don't think you were here. And my mom and I are so excited about all the hollyhocks and all the other great seeds you sent us. So we were just talking about how a lot of people in the South are not prepared for this kind of weather that they're getting. So I know my sister lives in South Carolina now. Hi, Mom. And they're preparing for some ice tonight, possibly. Where are you going? Oh, we're going to bring in some special guests in a minute, but not quite yet. So, hey, Auntie Weezer. So yeah, so they are like trying to hunker down and get all their critters prepared. And what's up, Adrian? Thanks for being here. The people that are not used to it are really suffering. So I know Ariel over at the Holler Homestead. She said she was really struggling. So I'm hoping that those people have some reprieve soon and that things melt and get better. I know even Arm's family in Oklahoma had a bunch of snow, and a lot of people that are just not set up for this kind of weather are really suffering. So hopefully it's getting better. Is it cold in Connecticut? Do you guys have snow, Kat? I feel like I thought you did have snow. I feel like I saw that, but I'm not sure. I know Eva has snow, I'm sure, over in Western New York. And I don't think Adrian has any snow. I know Lexi doesn't have any snow. My mom does. She was shoveling today. So we had an insanely busy week. We particularly had very busy Valentine's Day. Oh, yeah, you have more on the way. See, you did and it melted. See, we have a couple feet it's actually a good thing because it insulates all around the barn and keeps the barn very warm. What's it doing? Oh, great. So can you just put paper towel down there? Yeah. Our special guests are making a special mess right now. So yeah, we plowed last night, Kirsten. We had some snow that came in the night before and then it like rained on it, so it wasn't good. So okay, so I have notes. Hi Tina Ladybug, thanks for being here. So Eva's saying tell us about the baby. So I have my notes here because this is how Kat was saying, like, how do you keep it straight? I literally have 2 notebooks. What's up, Bomber Steve? How's it going down under? I hope you are well. I am well. I actually slept for more than 2 hours last night, so I'm feeling alive. So I was just going to do a little breakdown about the babies because we had a really busy week, and I don't do any like databases or anything. I'm very old fashioned. I have a farm notebook. I've always had a farm notebook for years, and I put notes every day that something happens on the farm, whether it's somebody got dewormed, somebody got their hoofs trimmed, whatever it is. I make a note of it in that farm notebook every day and what date it happened. And then when it comes to lambing and kidding, I have a couple extra notebooks that are for different things. This one is just to write down the date, the dam, the sire, and what they had. And then I have another notebook separately that is for the ear tags. So I transfer all this information into that notebook and it just gets assigned an ear tag number. We tag the lambs usually closer to later on. Is Emma here? Oh, hi. I didn't even see you come in. Thanks for being here, Emma. I appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. I just saw Adrian's Emma. So yeah, so we had our final baby goats born. That was lovely because we're done with that. So Matt had 7 does bred. We thought we had 8. One of them apparently didn't take. So 7 of them were bred. Of those 7 does, we had 6 donelings and 7 bucklings. So pretty even, pretty close to even. And with those 6 donelings and 7 bucklings, we had, let's see, I think just 1 single. No, 2 singles. Both of those were bucklings and big. And then we had
Abel and
Gerald.
Gerald.
We're supposed to be naming them with A names, but for some reason Eva named one of the goats Gerald. Hey Ashley, how's it going? I hope you guys are doing well over there. I saw you guys are hunkering down for the weather too. Okay, so we had the 1 set of triplets, 2 sets of twins, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That doesn't add up. We had more than that for twins. 1 set of twins, another set of twins, so 3 sets of twins, 1 set of triplets, and 2 singles. So not bad. We're dealing very well. They're happy, and you're about to meet some in a minute. Hey, Spanish Homestead. I'm glad that you're here. That's so cool. We got somebody from Australia and from Spain. Gerald is an amazing name. I don't even know where she's 4. Like, where have you even heard Gerald before? Because usually it's like, oh, Gerald, because he's like the naughtiest and he's never where he's supposed to be, right? He's the one that was born right before Alive. I was out in the barn checking on everybody, and I had to pull. He was huge. I mean, he's already almost the size of his mom. So
No, he's not.
He's so big. So big. Okay, so then sheep report. I have 9 left to go, so I'm not done. But 15 have had babies so far, and I think that's wrong. I think there's another one that's lamb since this, but because those numbers don't add up, there should be 25 that were bred.
How many rams?
6 ram lambs. And how many ewe lambs?
We have Gina.
I wrote it down. It's right there, so you don't have to go.
11?
11. So, yeah, she gets a pet. A Gerald. That's right. That's a good thing. We'll call him Gerald something. I don't know. Gerald. So most of those were singles because a lot of the ewes that lambed out in the beginning, math, were first-time moms, and they had singles. So now we're having the bigger girls that are starting to lamb. It was a situation with the rams that we switched, and so we're having a lot of twins now. And of those twins, we had 3 sets of them born since our last live. Okay, Eva, so we've had 6 donelings, 7 bucklings, 11 ewe lambs, and 6 ram lambs so far, and then we have 9 more to go. So how many is that all together, Chloe? 6 plus 7. 13 and 11 is
24.
And 6 more.
30.
30 babies so far. Little homeschool math. So we've had 30 babies so far, and we have 9 more ewes to go, and they're the bigger girls, so they're more likely to twin out. So we'll probably have around 40 to 50 when we're all done. But the goats are done, so that's a good thing. So Chloe wants to show some things that she made, and then we'll go back to talking about babies.
Okay, so these are based on a game called Among Us. I don't know if any of you play it.
Do any of you guys play Among Us? The kids try to get me. I put it on my phone, and I didn't get into it, but they like it. Michaela and Chloe play it.
Okay, so there's a bunch of different colors you can choose, but again, of course, red is the main color.
Why?
Because like on the app.
The way we say Brisbane and Melbourne, I don't even know what that is. Did I say something funny? I think I probably did. I don't know. He's talking. Okay, so Emma says her kids have played it. Go ahead.
So on the icon for the There's a little red guy with a yellow background, and I was just mentioning it. Orange.
So there are all these little characters. Oh, Eva plays. See, I couldn't get into it. I was like frustrated. But I thought they came out really cute. So she made these. These are going to go in the shop when we open up. I can't get over that it's almost March. I feel like winter has gone by really fast, even though we never leave.
They're
So,
not.
there
They're
you
not all the same size.
they're pretty close.
I think purple's the smallest. Oh wait.
Brisbane and Melbourne.
This is the biggest one I've made. Here's dark blue.
So fun. Aren't they cute little nuggets?
I know.
What do you
right?
call them? Are they just like players or?
No, we call them astronauts, Mom.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think those characters are good. Yeah, I've never played it either. Well, I did try to play it. Okay, but it's
you
just
were pretty good. You just
I didn't like it. Okay, so I'm going back up here. Ashley said, do we go natural cycles or do we ever synchronize breeding cedars? I may have to cedar one of my stubborn does. So I let them breed naturally. I have used cedars in the past, and for the expense, it did not. So my friend Nicole that raises Suffolks in the area, and I went in halvesies on a bag of cedars because they're expensive, and we did the shots with them. Like I think you put the cedars in, then you pull the cedars out, then you do the hokey pokey and give them like some injection. And I think it was a progesterone shot, and then we put the rams in. Or did we do lute? Oh, I think we did lute. Anyway, so and that luteolize kicks them into a heat cycle. So her Suffolks all had their lambs in the same week, like they were supposed to. The South Downs, I think I had 2 that lambed out like when they were supposed to with the cedars, and the rest of the flock lambed out whenever the heck they wanted. The cedars did nothing for them. So I did not reinvest and do it again. In fact, I donated my cedar equipment to a deer farm locally that wanted to cedar their deer that they were breeding, that they had to do AI on. So I don't even have the stuff anymore. I just never did it again. We put the rams in usually early August, and we pull them out usually October, and that gives them plenty of time to get bred. We've never had anybody not get bred for the ewes. Like I said, one of the doe goats that we thought was bred was not. That could have been maybe she got bred and lost the baby. We don't know. But so yeah, we do regular just natural cycle now. But I know like Sandy Brock that we watch, I know you watch her, Ashley. She uses cedars all the time, and she has great luck. And I think that just depends on the breeds too. So I think the Nigerians might do better than like Nubians or Saanens or something, but I haven't reinvested in that. So okay, let's see. Oh, hello, Katie. Say hi to Katie.
hi.
Katie, we were just talking about the little Among Us clay things that Chloe made. Yes, it was Lou, Ashley. The pigs, they do a PG 600 shot. We didn't do that with the sheep, but when you're cedering pigs, it's a different. I just wasn't thinking clearly. Aussie accent. Brisbane, it's fine. Be a boring world if we all sounded the same, I'm sure. I say Arkansas weird. I like to say Arkansas, even though that's wrong. But don't get me started on the accent, Steve. I don't want to tear you guys up tonight laughing too hard. Let's see. How do you I don't know if you can thumbs up on the TV, but I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I did the Donkey Kong way back to, Chloe, Michaela and Chloe are into Among Us and Roblox. I am.
Oh, no, Michaela. Or,
What's
no.
the thing you play in there?
What?
The big game?
Fortnite. Michaela's not into Roblox, okay?
Okay, sorry. I don't know. Yes, Donkey Kong is old school.
Will.
We've only used it on stubborn does or ghost heats once to just not tell when she's in heat and hates our buck. So we do have a doe. If you guys have watched videos and saw, we have a goat named Kale who is one of my favorites. And she did not get bred, and she should have been bred. We put her back in with a buck. He was chasing after her just a week ago, and she really should be bred by now. And it's weird because she's hyper aggressive. I mean, not with me, but like she's always headbutting something. Hi, Hidden Springs Farm. Thanks for being here, Chad. I appreciate it. I don't know if so in the past, when I switched from baby doll sheep to the big South Downs, which is what I raise now, I had a ewe that I bought with the initial purchase of South Downs, and she was beautiful. She was huge and square and just a beautiful sheep, but she was very aggressive. And we ended up doing some blood testing on her and doing a genetic panel, and it came back that she was an XXY chromosome, which is something that can happen just like anything else in the world. And so we had to, we ended up culling her because she was aggressive like a ram, but built like a ewe, but was never going to conceive because her chromosomes would not have allowed for a correct situation. So I'm wondering if Kale is in a similar situation, because I love her, but she's just very bucky. I mean, she's kind of mean. I don't know why, but hello. I'm going to mess up your name, but Petzotics Multiple Aquariums. Thank you for being here. I'm going to have to go check out your channel because we love all things pets. We watch Dr. K's
Exotic Animal Rescue.
Yeah, so fun. She has all sorts of crazy stuff in there. So that's what you made me think of. Hi, Betty Jean Henson. Thanks for being here. How's the weather in Wisconsin today? Cold, probably. I would guess. I won't do a Wisconsin accent because I started and I stopped myself. My house is full of people who like to speak in funny accents. Not that Wisconsin has a funny accent. I'm just saying we like to, use different accents. Your hope that helps. We are running on little equipment after our break in this week. Did you get broken into? I am very behind on videos. Like, I've seen a lot of thumbnails. I haven't gotten to watch a lot of total videos. I know I popped into Adrian's live yesterday for a few minutes. I've just been swamped. -20. God love you, Betty Jean. That is really cold. That's like hurt your face. Your nose hairs freeze cold. Ugh. So today it was 25 and the sun was warm. So we were outside for quite a bit. I got a bunch of ewes and babies moved over. So if you guys saw the video, I think Monday, we had the set of triplets at 2 a.m. on Sunday morning, 2 a.m. Sunday morning. Then we had 2 sets of twin lambs born on Valentine's Day alone, which is, I think, the most babies I've ever had in one day. 7 is, I think, the most. So it was busy. And so the triplet goats were little, but they were fine, and their mom was super experienced, so that was not a problem. The first set of twins was from Delilah, and she had a normal sized ram lamb and then this little pixie of a ewe lamb. And I was like, oh my gosh, so worried about her because she was literally half the size of her brother. So her brother was like 10.5 pounds, which is normal size for a twin. His sister was like barely 6 pounds. She's just a little peanut. So I was nervous of her, so I was out quite a bit watching in the barn. And she's actually a sassy little trooper, and she eats and eats and eats. And I'm so delighted. I love her. So I spent some time with her today, and we got her and her mom, and then actually Starla, who lambed out earlier in the week, had twins. They're all out. So thanks for being here, Bomber Steve. We always appreciate having you here. Look after yourselves. If you can do something nice and positive for someone in the world, don't let the opportunity pass by. Very good advice. Thanks for being here. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I am thinking about it. So the thing is that I'm a ditz, and I thought that Boonville was closer than it is. And when I mapped it the other day, because I did have the lady from Awesome Country send me the application. So Awesome Country is a store that kind of does like local handmade goods and stuff. They just opened a bakery and a deli, and they're doing farmers markets this spring. And I've never been, but I really wanted to go check it out. And I was like, well, maybe we could do some farmers markets, or I could make my oldest daughter run them or something. And it's like an hour away. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do the markets. I definitely hope to make it out to at least a couple markets just to check it out. But I'm not sure if I'm going to actually sell there. So hello, Joyce and Jean. How are you guys doing? Thanks for being here. I'm sorry I missed you Monday. I've had a very busy week and I've spent most of my time in the barn. So should we introduce our little friends? I have some visitors in the house right now. I'm sure you guys can guess of what kind. And we're taking care of them because, excuse me, on, well, I have to look it up now because the days just blend in. So the day after Valentine's Day, I'm doing really good. I actually slept last night, Joyce and Jean, so I'm feeling alive and well. So the day after, so Monday, the last goat had her babies and she started labor at 9. Nothing happened. And is Samson Farms here? What's up, Nathan? That's cool with me. Thanks for being here. I haven't seen you in forever. I hope you're doing well. Yes, Boonville is halfway to, but I feel like Utica is not 2 hours away. That's why I was confused, Lex, because I feel like I thought it would be like Utica is only like an hour away, but they're saying Boonville from my house is an hour away. So that's why I was like, oh, a half an hour. I could totally do a market over there. It would be a good, like, different area. So I might still do a couple. I don't know. If Alexis was here, she'd go do it. She'd go do it with me, Kirsten. She was always up for a good time. So we'll see. I don't know. So anyway, Monday went out. Okay, first mistake I made on Monday. I had a very long Valentine's Day, right? I spent most of my time in the barn. Matt got me AirPods so I can listen to my other lives and he doesn't have to hear them. It's great. And we had a wonderful day, but I spent most of it in the barn. So when I was getting ready for bed Monday, I took all my vitamins and stuff I take before bed and I took a sleep aid because I wanted to just zonk out and get some rest. And that was the mistake. That was the first mistake I made on Monday. I went to go check on the barn just to make sure that all the babies were fine, not expecting anyone to be in labor. Nobody had looked like they were acting weird. Matt and I had done chores just a couple hours prior, and they were all totally fine. So just was going to check on the babies, check their mouths, and make sure they were warm, and go to bed. Well, I went out, I was checking mouths, I was staring at my babies, and I hear this noise, and the last goat was in labor. And it was like 9:15 at night. And I'm like, oh, this is the last thing I want to be doing right now. Not only is there something in labor, but it's a stinking goat. So I had to go inside, get all my gear on, came back out. Hey, Dad, happy Ash Wednesday. I don't, do you really say happy Ash Wednesday? I don't really know, but Merry Ash Wednesday. Oh, thanks, Kat. So I actually made people, I gave them little wrenches this week. I figured it out. And then I asked Kat, I was like, is it okay? I needed help. So I appreciate it. So yeah, that's our Etsy shop. That's what I work on during the day when I'm not in the barn is orders from there, which is great. It keeps me very busy. But, so get back out with my gear. The goat is still pushing. Absolutely nothing is happening. There's no bubble. There's no nothing. The goat is like flat out on her side screaming. Nothing happening. So I move her into a different pen, put her under a heat lamp. We're chatting, trying to like be calm, and nothing's happening. So I glove up and investigate, and there's no problem. Everything's fine. So I back off, leave her to do her thing. When I say there's no problem, I mean nothing's stuck. Everything is presented properly. So I leave her alone. So more pushing goes on. She's acting like she's in complete like discomfort and torture. And long story short, I end up having to assist get the first baby out. Got that baby all dried up. And my sister's crazy. Got that baby out and came back and she had another baby. And then I sat there for about half an hour waiting for her to clean out, which means to pass the afterbirth, because she had no milk. So I was like, well, maybe when she cleans out, she will get some milk, right? Like, this should happen. I've never had an animal not come into milk. I've had older ewes that have had udder issues that are only working on one side or something. I've never had an animal just not let down any milk. So that happened and still nothing. So we gave her some oxytocin, which is a hormone injection. I gave her some more molasses water. Nothing still. So thank God I had plenty of frozen colostrum in my freezer. It is 6:25 p.m. in New York. 12:15 a.m. Yeah, it was a fun Valentine's Day for us, but not for everybody probably. Yes. And why are you up so late at 12:15 a.m.? I'm like a zombie, so I'm not a night owl at all. I'm totally a morning person now, which is complete contradictory of my youth. But so yeah, so we ended up defrosting colostrum, and I fed the babies that, and then I went to bed. Everyone else was already in bed. And I came back out at 3 a.m. to check on them, praying the mom had milk come in, and she had nothing. So, would you like to get our little guess? Normally, I would have left them outside and prayed the mom came into milk and just brought bottles out there. But
There's one, and I don't know where the other is.
would be on the couch. So this is the second born. This is the little buckling. And that's his, back up a little. And that's his sister. That's the one I pulled out. She's beautiful. Show him her butt. Yeah, they will be tasty, Nathan. Well, probably not the girl, but we don't eat girls here, Nathan. So, oh, Katie says, aw.
No, I know.
So yeah, so this is the tiny little goat that I had to help her deliver. I think that she's maybe a solid 4 pounds, and the brothers maybe 5. And that's with me having fed them around the clock. So now I'm feeding them, which is not ideal. The reason we brought them in last night is because they just could not keep their body temperature up. It was -8 Fahrenheit here this morning, and last night it wasn't that cold, but they were cold. So with very little insulation on them and just some heat lamps with no access to milk to keep them warm, they just weren't going to do well in the barn. So we made the very tough decision to bring them inside. And are you hungry again? Are you hungry again? Yeah, she's always hungry. Huh. So we have not named them yet. It's an A year, like we said, except for Gerald, who's special and has his own special name. But so these are out of our full blood buck, Asgard, which I don't even, who named that thing? I don't know. Apparently Matt did. But so, and he's solid, not solid, but he's completely dapple. So he's like all black with the white spots, just like her head is. And then she's got a little black tail. So cute. And he has a tiny black tip on his tail, but you can't really see it. So Amelia, oh, these are good names. Aiden and Amelia, those are wicked cute names. Do you hear that, Chloe? Amelia, I love Amelia. Now she's chewing on my finger. Okay, let's not be weird. Okay, yuck. So they're goats in my house. I have often Adam and Elena. Those are good names too. I have texted my sister several curse words this week about the goats, and now they're in my house. So they're lucky, they're cute. Did one pee on the floor?
No.
They're also not house trained.
Oh, man.
So we're getting name suggestions. Amelia is my favorite. Aiden, Amelia, Adam, and Elena. Alexis says Alexis. This one's trying to nursey my finger. You take it. There's Matt. They're his goats.
I've slowly turned her into a goat lover.
No, he has not. Hi, Petaway Family Homestead. We're just showcasing the lovely new accoutrements we have in our home that are
What's an accoutrement?
Goats.
Oh,
They're goats in the house. So she's super pretty. She has one leg that's all dapple, and he's pretty ugly. Not Matt the goat.
well, thanks.
Just kidding. He's not ugly. He's got really big ears, though. Look at these things. Mustachio question. Oh. You like, yeah. Adrian stuck on, even though your name is Adrian, starts with an A. Adelaide is cute, too. Oh. Joyce has a daughter named Avonlea. I love that name, too. So, these are the babies that are in
I like Adelaide.
our house. I like Amelia, too. I like Avonlea. So, yeah. Matt's not very good about, hey, Castle Hives, thanks for being here. How you doing? Are you cold? Everyone is cold today. It's minus 20 in Wisconsin, so at least we're not there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these are our little, I work all night and work all day. My little girl asked Dad, when do you sleep? My answer was when I have a chance. That's what I say during lambing season. I'll sleep when I'm dead. I'll catch up on all the sleep I missed someday. Or I'll just look like I'm 50 when I'm not, but that's okay.
Yeah, I'm on the barn a lot too.
No, he's not.
Mm-hmm.
He's not really. Ambrosia salad. I love that stuff. Hi, you're cute. What do you think? So hopefully the mother still has like nothing for milk. You want to take these back? Or just take this one. I'll keep the girl. So hopefully the mother comes into milk. So far today, nothing still. We've given her oxytocin. We've tried, keeping her on molasses. And, I shouldn't have wore a black shirt. I can't even see you on here. Can't even see your little face. What do you think? What do you think of everything? Achilles? It's harder to say, but.
Ooh, that's a good one for one of the bucks. I
Oh,
like that one.
Matt's loving the name suggestions, everybody.
Oh my gosh.
So.
You didn't tell him what I named my buck, did you?
I did. Asgard. Who calls something that? Like.
Okay, in hindsight, it sounded like a great name. Okay.
Yeah, Nathan. Here, take the ugly one, Matt. You can have that. He goes, you just hand him the ugly one. Man, he's got ears for days. He's like Eeyore. We should call him Aor. Don't do that. So gross. Why would a mother have no milk? We don't know. It doesn't happen very often, but sometimes it just happens.
I need a new mom.
She's a first-time mom, so she doesn't have any udder damage. Sometimes that could be. Adrian says, write down the names you like. You love baby goat hooves. I know. I was trying to take pictures yesterday to talk about how they're soft when they're born, because it's really fascinating to me, but I didn't have any free hands. So we're not really sure what the situation is. We've never had that happen with any of our sheep or goats, but so today she did have some tiny droplets of colostrum, but normally when you test a teat, they have a solid stream, like a lot of milk coming, especially in the, like, right when the babies are born. Cooking dinner, but still listening. Thanks, Emma.
How do you normally test a teat?
Abram. Matt is going to be in timeout. This is what he did to me last week. He sits on the couch next to me, and then, he's like the peanut gallery. Yeah, I have to do different, multiple lives on Wednesday nights too, because Old Reading is on right after me, and then Lala Farms is on, and then of course Ashley and Mark are on. Mulberry Branch Farm are on after Old Reading, so lots of lives to catch tonight. Was all our placenta expelled? I'm not sure how similar the physiology is to humans, but they are mammals like us, and if any placenta is retained, we won't create milk. I don't believe anything was retained. I was there when she passed her placentas and for like all the afterbirth, and it definitely looked like everything that should have been expelled was. I guess that's something to think about or to talk about, but she doesn't have any signs of any fever or anything like she had retained anything. So I don't know if a fever would set in. Thanks for listening, Castle Hives. I appreciate it. But I don't know. I'm going to feed you right after this, I promise. So we're feeding them ourselves now and just doing our best, because when we brought them in last night, they weren't really walking. She still has some joint issues. She's had selenium, but she's still kind of walking a little bit weakly. So we're just trying to do our best. 31 and looking like 50, a goat farmer. Yeah, that's what does. Oh, don't eat my hair. Yeah, the lambing and kidding season will age me probably more than anything, more than the sun ever thought of, but that's okay. It's worth it. I'm not that coordinated. I'd be typing the wrong comment. Yeah. I try. That's why I don't comment very much. I mean, I have to say that I feel like Kat and John and Ashley and Mark are friends. Like, we're a whole crew on Wednesday night. And so I'm kind of dedicated to them. Spit out my drink. What do you feed? Milk replacer? Okay, so I will not feed milk replacer either. So when I first had lambs, I tried, but I had a bad experience with that as well. But that definitely could have been my own inexperience. So we do a whole milk recipe now when we feed them whole milk and butter or buttermilk added. And are you gonna,
I love you.
don't knock. Oh, we're live. Do you want to hold her? Go sit with Daddy. You can take her.
Oh, you.
Yeah, we're definitely a crew, the Wednesday night crew, I feel like. And I hope someday we can actually get together. That would be real fun in real life. I know Ashley and Mark were talking about going to the HOA in the fall. Have you thought about that, Kat and John, over there? It's a haul, but I would love to go. I would probably cry if I saw Joel Salatin in person, which is pathetic to say out loud. Well, I would definitely think that's amazing of you. And I know I've seen you on other lives, and I think that's phenomenal that you take the time to do that. Yeah. I've not had good luck with the replacer, and we don't have access to a lot of, this is Matt and I were talking about this tonight. We don't have access to a lot of farm stores other than Tractor Supply here. And our Tractor Supply doesn't carry like a huge line of milk replacer. And if it's not a milk-based milk replacer, like if it's soy-based, they say that it's not worth using whatsoever. So we don't have a great, what am I trying to say? We don't have great access to a lot of diverse products. So for us, it's just safer. Even here, to get real buttermilk and not like the fat-free buttermilk from Walmart, I have to drive like half an hour to Loudville, which is a town towards Kirsten, kind of, and get real buttermilk from a Mennonite store that's like a bulk food store. That's the only place I can get it. So I go, and it comes in little tiny milk jugs, and I get as many as they have, and we mix that in. Otherwise, I use butter and mix that into the milk to add some fat. So probably not. We don't leave the house. We will come to you for peacock eggs someday. That'd be perfect. I don't leave the house very much either. And it would be delightful, but I want to go. Eustace Conway, he was there last year too, from Turtle Island. And I know he sounds amazing too. He's a cool guy. I remember watching, learning about him when that show first came out. So I know Joyce and Jean, just to meet like you guys, it would be totally worth it just to get together with my, friends that I've never met. Betty Jean has a snowstorm coming for 9 to 12 inches. See, we were supposed to get 9 to 12 inches, and I think we maybe got 6, 7. So I hope that you're not hammered with it either. Have I tried making my own milk replacer? Is that what you're talking about, Joyce? That's kind of what we do with the whole milk. Oh, the buttermilk. Are you talking about buttermilk? So I make my own buttermilk when I'm making buttermilk biscuits, and I don't have real buttermilk by adding vinegar to the milk. But I would think that if you're otherwise, you would just add butter to the milk, which is what I do essentially if I don't have buttermilk, because I'm just trying to up the fat content. So totally, that would be so fun. Just throw all the kids. They'll be fine. They'll have so much fun. You have 6 businesses. I work for my kids to have great little, what people see is only a bit of what I do in my day. That's amazing. Sounds like you're very hardworking. I don't know how you can do it. I don't like have a 9 to 5 away from the farm. Otherwise, I would not be functioning right now. What did Adrian say? Maybe that is why, but I was assured I got the right stuff and did all the right things. So maybe not. I just assumed he was the sickly little, and that could be totally it too. Bottle babies are so difficult. I'm sure Ashley will agree on this. When it comes to goats or lambs, they are always going to be a little bit different than a dam raised animal. We had really good luck with Dina, who was Chloe's, and Ellie, but they were raised on goat milk that we got raw from a local farm. Again, we drove quite a distance every week to go pick up like 6 gallons of goat milk, and it was right off their farm and not pasteurized or anything. And we had really good luck raising them on that. Unfortunately, my friend's goats are dried off right now in preparation for them to kid in the spring. So they didn't have that to offer this year, which is totally fine. But we have had the best luck with whole goat's milk when it comes to that. And you probably, I'm sure you had the right stuff and did the right things. Sometimes they are just not, in the best of shape. And sometimes the reason the moms won't feed them and why they're bottle babies is because something's not right with them that we just can't tell. So I would not at all feel like that was something that you did whatsoever. We all just try our best. Yeah, so the milk replacer that we make is a whole milk based replacer. Then we just add in the butter or buttermilk. Sometimes we do other concoctions, but for the simplicity of the fact that it's a lot all the time, we just use a lot of whole milk and buttermilk. Yeah, so my parents live in the next town over, and they are very good to us. And anytime I go out of town, my mom and dad watch the farm. So we're blessed to have that. We don't leave much either. Normal years, we go visit Matt's family, lives in Michigan and Arizona, and we visit them. But we haven't done that since Thanksgiving before last. I guess we were in Arizona. Each one is different, and sometimes they're just born weak or sick, and sometimes you just lose them. I mean, I've had ones that look totally healthy and were completely fine acting, and then you get up in the morning and they're not with you anymore, and it's devastating because I mean, I've had lambs that I defrosted from near death, and I got them going again, and they acted fine, and he just wasn't alive anymore. So sometimes that stuff just happens, and it is heartbreaking, especially when you only had the one goat and you were, that was all you had, and that's really hard. So I know how that can feel, but here it's a little bit easier because then, when we're sad, we have more babies that come and they keep us from being sad anymore. Your Greek yogurt comment? Oh, I missed it. I love fat-free Greek yogurt myself. I don't know what you said. No, I missed it. That's okay. I love yogurt anyway. Hey, Lala Farm, how's it going? I hope you guys are doing well. Lala Farm is also live after us, so make sure that you check them out. I'm just catching up. Yeah, any loss is very hard, especially, I mean, I lost that lamb that Dina had. She had twins, and she had a boy and a girl, and they were both doing great. I went out there for a check. They were both up in nursing. Everything was fine. And then 2 hours later, I came back out, and the little girl was gone. Either she had gotten laid on or something was not right with her. And that wasn't like visible to the naked eye. She was just gone. So it's so frustrating because you feel like, what did I miss? Could I have done something? It gets really, really frustrating. So yeah, it is definitely a learning curve, but we've had a good year. We had a couple rough patches with some ewes that went into a weird situation that we had to pull twins that were not alive. But since then, we've been really lucky and things have been going well, except for this goat that's not in milk. I don't know what else to do with her. We have tried. And I don't like to pull the babies from the mom. But like I said, they just would not have maintained enough body heat to survive the temperatures. It was -8 out at 8 o'clock this morning, and it was about 20 in the barn. So
It sounds a little raspy here.
does he? Always something. So we just have to keep an eye on him. I appreciate that, Rick. I will be over. We were just talking about how we have to, Eva and I run multiple lives at a time. So, especially on Wednesday nights, it's a busy night. So, you guys and Old Reading Farm are both on after us, and then Ashley and Mark at 8. Yeah. It's always hard, and that's just the worst because it's like you do all that work, and I'm always hopeful, right? Like Chloe was with me earlier when Muppet Lamb went into labor. She had, the water sac presented, but nothing was happening. She wasn't pushing or anything. And we spent a long time getting those lambs out. And the whole time Chloe was there with me, and I was just like, oh, please let this be a miracle. Let a miracle happen so that she doesn't have to be sad. But they just weren't meant to be. But at least we got them out, and Muppet's fine. So you have your goat. Hey, Chrissy, how's it going? I hit the wrong one. I'm glad you're here. Chrissy's going live at 8:30, right? So Spanish Homestead said they have their goat expecting its first this spring and real worried this year. I just have the feeling I'm watching all the time. It can get nerve-wracking, especially when you're waiting for the first babies to arrive. It's like watching a pot that you're waiting for it to boil. It just takes forever. So I know the feeling. It definitely gets frustrating.
There you go.
Daddy put the goat on the carpet, so it's inevitably going to pee. It's going to pee on the carpet.
No, pick up this treat.
We don't have a lot of carpet in our house.
Here you go.
Oh, so I hope you're doing great, Chrissy. I will see you at 8:30. I can't wait for your live. It's always jam-packed with fun and good times.
Get the cover down. I don't know where your mom put the other
I know. It is good even though it's bad. Eva has the other baby. It's rough, but they do learn a lot, so. And Chloe still wants to be vet. Patty, how's it going? How are you doing? I'm so sorry I missed your live the other day. I saw that you had tried a live and I didn't catch it in time. So I'm sorry for that. I hope it went well. Well, I hope you're doing okay, Eva. The pig is good. She's down cellar at the moment because I brought the baby goats out, and I'm a little nervous that she's going to be. She was fine. I mean, I was watching her around them, but I didn't want during the live. I didn't want any chaos that happened because God knows she's quite a bit bigger than them, and they're kind of wobbly on their feet. So, hi, Rebel Canners. Thanks for being here. I hope you're doing well tonight. Yes. So thanks for coming, Adrian. Did she do awesome? I'm so glad. I will definitely try to make the next one. I just missed it, and I'm sorry about that, Patty. I felt bad when I saw that. Oh, this goat is hungry. Huh. Are you hungry? I have your bottle warming up so that as soon as I'm done, you can eat. He's feeling starving. Okay, let's see. Thanks, Kat. I appreciate that. The pig going to be a house pig for the rest of her life, Katie? I think not. Only because she's going to get very big, and you should see the sister, Patty. It's so much cuter, but Eva took in the other room. So the pig is going to get pretty big, and eventually she's going to have piglets of her own, is the intention. So she probably will move outside in the spring. So, but she's house trained, unlike the goats who just randomly pee wherever they want to. Huh. So most of our house is like a linoleum. It looks like hardwood, but it's like laminate, and it's really easy to clean up, unlike the carpet. So that's why we try to keep them off it. Huh. What do you think? So this is the little brother, and the little girl is a dapple head, and she's got one leg that's dapple and one little tiny tail that's black. Oh, he's so cute. He's just a little naughty hamster. He's tiny. I mean, they're tiny little goat babies. They're not very big. The sister's smaller. So she's cute. Eva. My youngest daughter's named Eva. I don't mean to yell at you, Eva. Yes, she is so cute. The kids love having them inside. It's just a lot of work, a lot of cleaning, and so lots of bottle feeding. Oh well, we will do our best. And I'm still holding on some hope that maybe the mommy goat will come into milk. I know Shayna on the Lucky M Boar Goat channel that I watch, she had a doe that didn't have any milk, and then like a week later she came into milk. So I'm like, maybe there's some hope for our little goats. So I don't know. Bottle kits are fun, but there's so much work, Kirsten. They're just, and it's definitely not the most profitable way to raise kids because milk is like, you know, $2.50, $3 a gallon, and it takes a lot of gallons to raise 2 babies. So, plus buttermilk, whatever. Oh my God, his ears are so big. I don't know how I can hold him up. You have really big ears. His sister's ears are normal, but his are just like little donkey ears. You need to go to a donkey farm. Huh. At least he's quiet. Normally the goats are so loud. Huh. You're looking at Chloe. Feed me, small child. He is a long-eared donkey. Milk is expensive there. Is it cheaper in South Carolina? Yes. If we had the only other mommy goat that was kind of looking interested in the babies is the mom of the triplets. And there's no way I could make a goat feed 5 babies, so that wasn't going to happen. $1.85 a gallon is really cheap. That's how Nestor got it. Well, Nestor's a Nubian, so he should have long ears. I mean, the Boer goats are supposed to have big ears, but this is a bit much. I feel like a bit much. Yeah, Chrissy, what are you paying for milk? I feel like I didn't pay quite so much attention because I just ran and grabbed some. Yeah, $4 for local milk, that makes sense. But just even like grocery store milk, I feel like it's definitely closer to $3 at least a gallon. Yeah, $1.85 is cheap. I don't know. Thanks for being here, Spanish Homestead. I appreciate it. On your Walmart pickup today, yes. So I don't know. Walmart usually is the cheapest milk, but I just go to Aldi's because I don't go to Walmart that often, even for a pickup, even though I do love the Walmart pickup. $3.50 a gallon at Hannaford. Yeah, it's not cheap. That's what I was going to say. I don't think grocery store milk in Georgia is low $3. Yeah. It's not cheap to raise them. So we brought them in last night and started feeding them the milk because they had several defrosted bags of colostrum, and Patty's saying cheap milk there is $3.50 a gallon. Yeah. So we're down to less than half a gallon from the gallon I opened last night to feed them. So they go through it quickly, especially when there's 2 of them. $4.99 Canadian for a gallon of milk, or 4 liters. $4.50 for a half gallon of Lactaid. Yeah, that is a lot. It sounds like my teenager's home. She was supposed to be picking up more milk, but I don't know. It's just, so it's not a cheap way to raise them, but we certainly don't want them to die. So we are just going to suck it up and feed them. And then they will start eating hay relatively soon. Huh. You'll figure it out once you get some teeth, right? Oh my gosh, I saw a comment on one of the sheep groups today, and I just want to make sure that all of you guys in here know that there are no teeth on the top of sheep and goats' mouths in the front. It's just a pad. They do get teeth on the bottom. Oh, he's got some. But there are no teeth on the top in the front. And somebody made a comment about their sheep having no teeth on the top. And I was like, none of them do. It's not old. That's just the way they are. So now you guys know, in case you didn't know. No teeth on the top and the front. Michaela, did you get milk?
Yes.
How much was it?
I don't know, but I have a later change.
I don't want change. I was just asking because we're on the live and we were talking about how much milk costs.
I think it was maybe 2 something.
2 something. Open Gate, what's up? I have not seen you guys in forever. I just checked out your channel to see if I'd missed anything. How are you guys doing? You're also bottle feeding now. It's a lot of work. We mix raw cow milk in 16-gallon. It's kind of nuts. Yeah, it's super nuts. So that's what we're doing with these twins, but we're hoping. Okay, Lala Farm. I hope you're well. I'll see you guys in your live after. Yeah, I just checked out your channel because I was like, oh my God, I have not seen them in forever. And so I hope you guys are well. I hope you're doing okay this winter, surviving. Here, Michaela, you want to go? Oh, you can, but your hands are cold.
Yeah, I know.
He's hungry. Yes, you can tell sheep and goats age. Yeah, Chrissy, they're from New York. I love them, and I just haven't seen them in a while, so I'm glad. Yeah, well, that's all we do is stare at the back ends of sheep and goats. I get that. So I may have asked this before, but do all goats have cold manure? Weezer, that's a question for you. I don't think it's as cold as rabbit manure, but it's pretty close, I think. Right, Lex? Alexis should know that. God, you are freezing. What have you been doing?
I walked the driveway.
Oh, the goat's trying to nurse your neck.
That's fine.
Ugh. Oh boy. No, they do not. So you have to compost it a bit. My sister has had goats longer than me, so she would know. She's the goat girl. It's got to compost for at least 6 months to use it. Okay. Everybody's saying hello to you, Michaela.
Hello.
I did. I saw that they had 5 babies. Yes, we had 7 babies on Valentine's Day, Patty. But they were 3 goats and 4 lambs. So thanks for being here, Petway family. Farmstead, I appreciate it. 1 year is better to compost it. So that's crazy. That's a long time. But I know the rabbit manure you can just put right on there. So that's all good. It's a good thing. There's glitter on the goat now.
You're welcome.
Why do you have glitter on you?
I couldn't tell you.
Oh boy. This is the boy.
Yeah, where's the girl?
Eva had it. It's really pretty. Have you seen it?
No.
It's got a dapple head and a black tail.
Here, take this.
Why do they keep giving me the ugly one?
Oh my God, Mom, that's mean.
So yeah. So it's okay. He's actually better on his feet than the female. She's still walking down on her pasterns, which I don't like at all, but she'll get better. I have hopes. Yes, baby goats everywhere. We're done with goats now, though, Patty. Thank goodness. We only have sheep left to lamb out, so the goats are done, which is a good thing. The goats are mats, so I don't like being out there as much. What's up, Dev? Michaela just went to go get the other goat, Dad, so she'll be back, but this goat's trying to chew on me. Devin's here, Michaela. He says hello.
I can smell him through the screen.
Oh, that's lovely. It's so nice. Yes, lambs are super fun. They got selenium. I give everybody a shot of BOCI when they're born, Ashley, just to be safe because we're deficient in this area. So, did she make that noise?
Yeah.
Did she just poop on you?
No. No, she didn't. I really thought she did, though. Oh my God.
Her poops are the worst.
She
Have
just,
you been pooped on yet?
No, but I had to clean it up.
This is lovely discussion for live.
Chloe, you want to hold her?
Isn't she so pretty though?
Yeah, so pretty.
I know. I just gave them a bath.
I named this one Trucker.
No, because she farted on you?
Yeah.
No, she could be. Hi, Pefford Homestead. How's it going tonight? Thanks for being here. We're just kind of wrapping up. I know Lala Farms is about to go live, and Old Reading Farm is going live right after us, and then Mulberry Branch after that.
Africa.
Africa is a good name. Or Matt, did you write down the other names that we talked about?
Asbestos?
Not asbestos, Matthew. There's no hope for him. But
She's polka spotted.
she is spotty. Yeah, farm life discussions with all the poop. Adele, that's a pretty name. Oh God, your feet are cold. Well, it is now 7 o'clock, so I want to make sure that you guys all head over to hang out with Old Reading Farm or Lala Farm or both. And then make sure you check out Mulberry Branch Farm at 8 o'clock. Ashley and Mark will be on live after that. So lots of cool people to hang out with tonight. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me and helping us with some name suggestions for these little pains in my rear. Hopefully next week they'll be out in the barn again and not in here, but we'll see. Who knows?
If you can have a house big, I think we can have a house goat.
Oh gosh. Thanks, Patty. Have a great rest of your night. I'll see you guys next week. I hope you have a great day.